Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Before we begin, please take one moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps millions of learners improve their English through real stories that touch the heart. Thank you so much. Today's episode is special because for every immigrant, there is a moment that marks the beginning of survival, growth, and identity. It's the moment you get your first job in a new country. This is the story of my first job as a young immigrant from Poland, trying to build a new life in New Jersey. Let's begin. Chapter 1. When you need a job, you don't have time for fear. My first job was not glamorous. It wasn't comfortable. It wasn't easy. In fact, it was the hardest job I ever had. But I didn't have a choice. I needed money. I needed stability. I needed to pay rent. And I needed to learn English faster than ever. I used to walk around the neighborhood, collecting flyers from windows that said, "Help wanted." Now hiring. Part-time available. Most people didn't take me seriously. Some didn't understand my accent. Some spoke too fast. Some simply said no. But one day, something changed. Chapter 2. The Warehouse Interview. I saw a sign in front of a small warehouse. "We're hiring. Stock and packing." I walked inside, heart racing, hands sweating. A man in his 40s looked at me and said, "You here for the job?" I nodded quickly because I didn't trust my English. He asked, "You got experience?" I had never worked in a warehouse before, but I needed the job, so I took a deep breath and said, "No experience, but I work hard." He stared at me for a moment and then said, "All right, come at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Let's see what you can do." Just like that, my life changed. Chapter 3. First day, first battle. I showed up at 6 a.m., but everyone else was already working. People were shouting instructions, machines were loud, boxes were flying everywhere. My English disappeared completely. A supervisor said something like, "Grab that pallet, move it to bay 3, and check the label." I panicked. I didn't understand half of the sentence. I just said, "Okay, yes, I try." I picked up the wrong pallet, put it in the wrong place, almost crashed into a stack of boxes. People were frustrated. I could hear them whisper, "The new guy doesn't understand anything. He doesn't speak English. This is going to be a problem." And they were right. I was a problem. Not because I was lazy, not because I was slow, but because I didn't understand. It hurt, but I kept going. Chapter 4. The Polish Strength. Around noon, I was exhausted, sweating, hungry, humiliated. During the lunch break, I sat alone on a crate eating a sandwich I made at home. A man from Guatemala sat next to me. He smiled and said, "First day?" I nodded. "Hard?" he asked. I nodded again. He put his hand on my shoulder and said, "All immigrants start like this. Don't quit. Tomorrow is easier." That sentence became fuel in my chest. Tomorrow is easier. Not easy, not perfect, but easier. And something inside me woke up. I told myself, "You left your home for a reason. Now fight for it." I worked the second half of the day, like my life depended on it, because it did. Chapter 5. The Breakthrough. The next morning, I woke up at 5 a.m., still tired, still scared, but determined. I memorized key English phrases. Where does this go? Can you show me? Is this correct? I don't understand. Can you repeat? I practiced them in my tiny apartment, like a soldier learning commands. And slowly, something incredible happened. My hands became faster, my ears became sharper, my body adapted, my English improved. After 1 week, the supervisor said, "Steve, you're doing better." After 2 weeks, "Good job today." After 1 month, "You've got potential." And after 3 months, "I'm promoting you to team leader." That day, I walked home with tears in my eyes, not because of the promotion, but because I realized I wasn't surviving anymore. I was growing. Chapter 6. What my first job taught me. That job taught me more than English. It taught me life. Here are the lessons. 1. You don't need perfect English to succeed. You need effort. 2. You learn by doing, not by thinking. 3. Immigrants carry a strength most people never see. 4. Every skill starts with confusion. 5. Courage beats vocabulary every single time. 6. The first job shapes your identity. It teaches responsibility, pride, and resilience. Chapter 7. Repeat after me. Repeat these powerful phrases. I can learn anything. I can grow from difficulty. Every immigrant starts somewhere. My effort is stronger than my mistakes. Tomorrow is easier. I'm stronger than I think. These sentences will shape your mindset and your English. If this story inspired you, please take one moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps this community grow and helps millions of learners build confidence, courage, and real-life English skills. Thank you for listening. And remember, your first job doesn't define you, but it shapes you. I'll see you in the next episode.